these competitors here. Really nice move. Blake Delaney had to move out of the way.
Good evening, sim racing fans, and welcome to your Thursday night broadcast of the Cammus GR86. Tonight we have a special treat, and it is the championship round. The championship round, 10 races in, and here we are at Oulton Park to crown the winner, and we will go through the points very soon. Tonight, you have myself, Nathan ShiBBy, and a special guest star in the booth with us tonight, one of our drivers from our league. We have Tyler Sheafy Sheaf. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, good, thanks. How you been, first of all?
Yeah, mate, busy. That's about life, isn't it? Flat out.
Absolutely.
Flat out, mate, and that's what we want to see tonight with these cars flying around Oulton Park. What do you think of this track?
I mean, I have raced in this before, and I reckon it's a pretty fun track, especially in the 2CR. So I think the GR86 would be the same. Nice, quick, fun track, I say.
Nice, quick, fun track. That is true. And at the moment in the practice rounds, we have sub 106s pretty much across the board at the moment, with the best being a 106.14. So it'll be interesting to see if those times stay up there when they hit qualifying.
Yeah, I really do hope that some of the boys do make the 105s. There's got plenty of potential there. You know, Jet Mari's only got a 106.2 at the moment, and Dylan De Bono as well have not put a lap on, so it'll be interesting to see if someone can break it.
We definitely know a lot of these boys on track right now are very quick in this car. You did mention Dylan De Bono, an absolutely outstanding driver across multiple series, and of course, Jetto Murray, the young gun, who's just jumped on board recently. And shown everybody how absolutely insanely quick he is. So I'm looking forwards to seeing this race tonight. We do have a sprint set up this evening with a 20-minute first heat and then a 40-minute feature with a reverse top 10 grid.
Yeah, well, being a driver that had done sprint races, this can be a make and break with some of the boys in the championship. As we know, Jet Murray is leading the championship with 910 points, but there's a massive battle behind him for second place. ShiBBy, how do you reckon that's going to go?
It's going to be very interesting, mate, as Ryan Green in the pits at the moment is sitting in second place with 735 from the Alpha Venturi racing team, and extremely close to him, again still sitting in the pits at the moment, is Callan Hodgkinson from Crisscross Racing with 731. 4 points between second and third. This is where your battle is going to be tonight, people. But in fourth place, Greg Leake from Team Greg Racing, 717 points. He is also in this battle to take out a second place podium tonight. It is going to be extremely close with the top four. And then if we look a bit further down, 5th, 6th and 7th, Henry Fenson Brothers Racing, Greg Johnston from Team Greg Racing, and Wayne Shepherd are all sitting within 20-30 points of each other. So Fenson and Johnston are 675 to 671, and Shepherd is right there on 619. So again, the top seven, so from second to seventh, that is where our battles are going to be tonight to really finish out that top 10 for us.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be a really good battle between these boys tonight. As you can tell, they're within 1 second of each other out there on the track, so anything can happen.
Definitely. And short, fast track like this, squirrely rear ends in this 86 that like to sway a lot and move around a ton around corners. We also know once they hit a little bit of grass, oh, there we go. Hitting the curbs, they just get up in the air. So this is going to be very, very interesting.
I do got to say, these cars are a lot more stable when they first came out. I still remember my very first race, it was actually on this track, and my car flipped for a whole 500 metres just from one contact. So I think these boys, well, very comfortable in the car at the moment. It looks like a lot of fun to drive.
Was that the night that we all jumped on when they first came out and we're all smashing around trying to get into the same servers together?
Yeah, I reckon so. I still remember that we had a 50-car race at Bathurst, and I think 30 cars were upside down in the first lap on the top of the hill.
New cars when they come to iRacing. What a treat they are. Right, we will be going into qualifying in about 3 minutes. It is going to be a 15-minute qual. I just want to say a huge shout out to Cammus for I've just had a mind blank. Dear oh dear. Toyota GR86 series. Thank you so much, Cammus, for coming on board and being our series sponsor. If you want anything aftermarket for sim racing, Cammus is a really, really good go-to. They also do stuff for electric go-karting, which I found really interesting as well. So go check them out. And also thank you to Warren and Brown Tools for the round sponsor. Anything Tools, Australian made and owned for over 40 years. So absolutely solid company. I know where I'll be getting my next set of tools from. Check them out at wandbtools.com.au.
Well, with 1 minute to go, boys and girls. We just got to set a reminder. With qualifying here, I believe that once the 15 minutes is done, that is it. So it will be interesting to see how many of these drivers can set their fast lap within that time limit. What's your thoughts, ShiBBy?
Oh, mate, I feel like we're going to see them come out of the pits, get a warm-up, and then they're going to be into it. We see it week in, week out. These cars being, on the slower end of the cars, I feel like Dylan Gray gets real heavy on the ripple strip there. But yeah, I feel like they just get out there and they just push. They just go for it. Because worst case scenario in qualifying, you have a bin, you crash your car, you hit reset, you get to do it again. So you go out for your warm-up and you just do a hot lap. So I think that the times will come through really quick.
Yeah, like I'm intrigued to see if anyone can break that 5-second margin, but with today, I reckon there'll be a few drivers that will be...
106.24 was the fastest in that practice session. So we are going into qualifying now. And we will see the cars.
The top 5 in practice were 2:10 between each other as well, so it'd be very, very quick, I reckon, at the front.
Oh yeah, the top 10 is where the battle is at the moment. Definitely. A little bit disappointing that Mr. Steven Sinkovic is actually away for work at the moment, because at this present he sits in 10th place.
Oh, I'm a bit gutted about that, because Dino is only 12 points behind him. It would have been an awesome battle to see those two fight for the top 10 position. Yeah,
well, it looks like, depending on how Dean goes, but 12 points isn't too hard to pick up on this track tonight, and I feel like Steven will be knocked out of that top 10, but, you got to work, you got to make a dollar.
Oh, if he finished P13 in the first race, he would knock him off by 2 points from the get-go.
Let's get the qualifying mode up for you all so you can keep an eye on those sectors with us. Sainted Lord in the chat saying, have a good call, lads, and congratulations to Jet on the championship. That is correct. He is too far in front at the moment to anyone to catch him, so he will be crowned the champion at the end of this race. He's also said, go Leaky, pick some pockets. Leaky's up there, mate. He's sitting in 4th place with a contention with a 2nd place podium tonight, so...
I just saw a red car loose at the background. I hope that wasn't Leaky that I saw.
It looks like it might have been Greg Johnson from what I can see, mate. But, yeah. Red and black, this one here, of Mr. Greg Johnson from Team Greg Racing.
I do got to say, that's a nice looking car though.
No, they need to change them back to their blue and purple cars. It looks too much like the Sim Racing World Boys now.
Yeah.
I get confused. Like, I'm like, oh, wait, is that them? No, it's not.
No, that's fair enough. No, like I said, my favourite colour is red, so that's why I can say that's a good looking car. But I can't complain about their blue car either. It does look pretty nice.
All right, Dylan Gray has come round for his first lap with a 106.40. Jetto Murray, 106.52. Henry Fenson, 106.80.
I just saw P2 Ryan Green in the point, just went off track and went straight into the roll, so...
Oh, that's not good, Greenie.
You have to fight it back out there, make sure you get some laps into it.
But, I think I called it, don't you think, Tyler? I said they're just going to come out and the times are just going to start flowing in. Like, these boys are still on their practice pace straight away.
It's just phenomenal. 3 of them from the get-go in the 6-second mark, and not only that, Range Shepherd just off it as well.
Oh, here we have the LR Esports boys looking like they're going to use a train and get some slingshots happening. This is the way to do it. This is the benefit of having your team out there on track. So, guys, if you know anyone that wants to race, or if you guys want to bring a team along, head over to www.simracingworld.com.au as our Season 2 for 2023 registrations are open now. And will be open until the 3rd round. Get in or be square.
Ooh, who was that just went off?
That was Joshua. And we got Fenson.
Talk about Josh, he just broke the 5-second mark, 105.881.
105.88, that's that. Yeah, they're using the slingshot together there. So maybe that wasn't Joshua that slid off the track. That could have been Dylan. But yeah, 105.88, that is a blistering speed. Got Fenson sitting in 4th with a 106.80. DeBono, who's now gone through with a 106.94. So those 106s are still rolling in. Fenson just about to come over the line. God, that is a terrible camera on Oulton Park.
I think he was a little bit quicker there, but not quick enough to pinch P3. He was 8/100ths of a second off there.
Yeah, he's gone faster, but not enough to move him up. Shepherd behind him as well with a 106.59, so they were 10/100ths of a second off each other. The Bono has just come across. Has not improved. He's still sitting on a 106.94.
Still half a second gap between P1 and P2 right now, but still got...
Jamie Christensen from Team SRW Motorsports. Out of nowhere there, jumps up into 5th spot with a 106.57. So
that's pretty impressive there.
Christensen races these in real life. This is his bread and butter. So he actually came from racing these real life. I do believe he's also done a bit of Excel leagues, and yeah, I think it's the Excel and the Toyota 86s. He actually has his own cars that he loves racing. So doesn't surprise me that he's quick. We've seen the guys that come from real life racing over to sim racing. They're very, very quick.
Yeah, it just takes a little bit of adjusting from real life racing to simulation racing, but I think 99% of the people in real life that jumps on, they're pretty quick from the get-go.
Yeah, once if you can deal with not feeling the inertia of the car, that was definitely my biggest battle. That I couldn't feel how the car was moving on the track other than through a Logitech steering wheel.
I still got the Logitech out there, mate. Very trusty. Still works after, what, 10 years of having it? But, yeah, some of these boys there, they'll have, like, loaded fuel cells and everything like that. It's pretty cool with some of the equipment that you can get nowadays.
Oh, mate, we've seen their setups in our Discord where people can post their setups, and my, oh my, I'm pretty positive people sold real race cars to build these setups. Greg Johnson, couple of personal bests, came through with a 108.20, not enough to move him any further, but it was a personal best.
Jamie Christensen,
yeah.
Quicker.
He did 106.42, so he's only 0.002 of a second off Dylan Gray at the moment. And Henry Fenson is right behind them as well still.
Fenson have a challenge. He had to beat Hodgkin and Leakey out there, so he's looking prime for a good race and a good battle as well.
It's definitely going to be a good battle, mate. It is the championship round.
Well, there's a purple sector there for Fenson.
Where has he ended up?
He had a couple of yellows there, but it looks like he's finding more time in the weak spot. So if he can get it all together, I reckon he might get P3, if not more.
Well, there's really not much time between these guys. A couple of tenths here and there is going to make all the difference at the moment. A couple of guys coming through, a lot of oranges, some personal bests in those sectors. Nothing really changing on the timing tower right now.
Yeah, I've seen Dylan DeBono with the green lap there, putting him up to P7. And his green just went over the line, but
not enough.
Not quick enough.
Yeah. Again, a couple of personal bests, but those orange sectors were holding him back. Second place in the championship. But you can be quick in qualifying and not quick during the race. You can be slow in qualifying, but extremely quick racing around people. So
I definitely know how that feels, but Dean Sinkovich here, he's got 3 green sectors. He actually might push past P9.
Oh, he's got a bit of a toe here as well. He's using the toe from one of the Team Greg racing teams, number 67. He's gone through to 6th.
Dude,
he has 106.55, moves Dean Sinkovich from Team SRW Motorsports up into 6th place. Well done, mate. What a cracker lap. Ryan Green is on some solid. He's got 2 personal bests so far, 3 personal bests. Is that going to move him up the list? It's moved him up 1 into 9th place. With a 106.77, all these boys now are getting into the 106s.
Well, good news for Greeny is that Callum is only right behind him in P10. And Leakey, I'm trying to figure out where he is at the moment.
Leakey has not headed to the track yet. He actually hasn't got into this qualifying session yet. He is in the session, but he has not made it to the track.
I hope he can make it for the race, but no, P4 in the points with P2 up for grabs. Hopefully he does make it in.
Yeah, definitely. It could be a P2 for the championship tonight, with how close he is sitting behind 2nd and 3rd. What is this camera, man?
Yeah, loves watching the grass grow, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a very, very odd camera.
So, Joshua out there by himself at a 105.881. 3.5 minutes to go. I wonder if anyone else is going to join him in the 5-second mark here. What do you reckon, ShiBBy?
Oh, mate, that's a blistering lap. Jetto Murray just does a 106.31, 4 thousandths of a second faster than his personal best. So, Joshua Horton. Not sure, mate, to see if we see another 105. That, yeah, as I said, that is a blistering lap speed. So, It would be great to see a couple more. Oh, Jet, how did he hold on to that 86 through the grass there?
That's incredible.
That
is incredible.
Have they done an update on this or something? Like, there's no way. As soon as the 86 hits the grass, they snap oversteer and rotate.
I know there was an update within the last week, but I'm not 100% sure what they updated. So they might have made some adjustment on the GR86, but I reckon that was just all driver skills, to be honest.
Yeah, I think you're right, mate. I do think you're right. These guys are so close. This is going to be an absolute entertaining race for your championship round of the Cammus GR86 series. Oh, taking a lot of dirt there, Dean.
I mean, if I was him, I'd be pretty happy with P6 right now.
Oh,
jeez.
Watch out for the tyres.
Mate, if I was here, I'd just park the car and keep us safe. Starting P6, mate. That's such a good position at the moment.
Yeah, he's in a good position. We got to remember 20-minute sprint, first race. Our heat race, a 20-minute sprint. And then we will be going into, I think it's a 40-minute.
It is a 40-minute.
Yeah, it's a 40-minute feature. 10. Yeah, inverted top 10. What Tyler said, guys.
1.5 to go.
Oh,
ooh,
Wayne Shepherd in. Yeah, it's Wayne Shepherd in the wall. He was on a personal best. I don't know how happy that car's going to be because these are very fragile little cars.
Yeah, well, just a reminder as well, he has to not only start a brand new lap, but he has to complete it before the 15-minute mark, and I don't think he can do that.
No, he's going to have to get over the finish line to get another lap with 1 minute left to go. We may see 1 or 2 more laps depending on who crosses the line. Got car 13 and 61, so Greg Johnson and Wayne Shepherd just made it over for another lap. Car 10, Henry Fenson, and car 28, Callan Hodgkinson are going to make it over for another lap. Actually, Callan's in the fight for this championship. Let's get an onboard full lap from Callan. We haven't got a full lap yet. Take it away, Callan. Oh, look at the way the car... You can just see how much the car moves from the gyro cam and how much they have to use that wheel to keep it stable.
Yeah, I reckon time is up, unfortunately, for Callum. It just hit the 15-minute mark, and that is it.
It's a complete done. Done and dusted. The grid will appear. Joshua Horton from LMR Esports takes P1, the qualifying pole position. Jed O'Murray, his teammate, in second place. Dylan Gray, their teammate, in third place. Jamie Christensen from Team SRW Motorsport in fourth. Henry Fenson from Fenson Brothers Racing, fifth. Dean Sinkovich from Team SRW Motorsports in sixth. Wayne Shepherd, Dylan DeBono, a 7th and 8th. Ryan Green, 9th. Callan Hodgkinson in 10th. So watch Callan and Ryan. And did Greggy Leak make it? I don't know if he has. But Ryan Green and Callan Hodgkinson are the boys you want to watch because it will determine who's going to finish second and third. Wayne Edwards, Greg Johnson, Brendan Soper, John McHenry, Greg Leake. Again, I haven't seen him take to the track, or Jason Douglas. Tyson McAvoy is our race director tonight, and Tyler Sheaf is here with me in chat. So,
yeah, no, I'm staying off the field. I haven't raced all season, unfortunately, but these cars are fun to watch. It'll be interesting though. P2 battle is Ryan Green and Callum back in P9 and 10. It would be interesting to see what these two boys can do in the first race.
Oh, mate, it's going to be interesting. I'm sure that everybody's going to want to push. Even with the inverted, I feel like everybody is going to want to get going and get gone and secure a good position. The points are definitely tight in the top 10. Apart from the one man who has just come in and blitzed the whole competition, Mr. Jed O'Murray. But he's too quick, guys. We need someone to get in here and to take on Mr. Jed O'Murray.
I mean, you can be fast, but you got to be consistent sometimes.
Yeah, I can be fast and inconsistent. 3, 2, 1, green, green, green. We are off and racing. Looked like there was a car in the middle there bogging down. Someone has, Dean Sinkovich looks like he's bogged. He lost 3 places off those lights. Not a good start for Dean. A lot of movement across the field. Callan Hodgkinson on the back of Dean Sinkovich. Watch out, Dean, or you're going to lose another position. DeBono has got around Fenson. There's a little bit of bump and run. No, not bump and run, just a bit of door bashing there.
I do got to say, Ryan Green have a very good jump on Cullen, putting Dean between the 2 cars. That is valuable points.
Good Shepherd on the back of Fenson here as well. And you got Christensen on the back of Jed O'Murray just a little bit further up as well. Fenson on the back of DeBono. He's going to go down the outside line. Can he hold this the whole way? It looks like he's going to. DeBono on the brakes late. Fenson goes out wide. Plenty of racing room there.
That was nice and clean there. Well done to Henry to hold that position. I thought he was going to go off then from locking the brakes. But he kept it nice and clean. Callan Hodgkinson still in P10. Ryan is 2 positions above him. He needs to close in the gap. 4 points difference. That is 2 positions he has to make. No matter
Bono
what
and
tonight.
Fenson are back at it again. DeBono was just side by side and he's got round Fenson. Oh, Fenson with the wibble wobble off the ripple strips. Watch out for those. Oh, that's going to give Shepherd a go. Shepherd's going to have a turn of Fenson now.
Oh, we've got some unfortunate news. I don't see Greg Leake out there on the track, unfortunately. Don't know what's happening with him, but hopefully he can make it in for the next race. So that might be him out of the P2 battle for tonight. But Ryan Green, he fell a couple of positions there. Jeez, and Cullen's got in front of him.
Yeah, he lost. So Dean got around him and Callan got around him. I wonder if he's just made a small mistake that's just caused him to slow down a little bit and people can wind him up real easy. Round him up is the word I was looking for.
Well, he's got a second gap between himself and Sinkovich, so he's got a bit of clean air in front of him to try and catch up to them. But at the moment, he's got Ryan Edwards down in 13th, and at the back of the battle pack there, here we go, Jamie coming in on the inside of the corner before coming to the outside of the right-hander.
Can he hold this?
Oh, close.
Good space, good space. If he was a little bit further down then, I think he could have had a very good chance to take that corner.
Yeah, Jed done a great job there making sure he held his line nice and clean. So, well done to these 2 drivers keeping it clean around that tough corner.
Oh, Mr. Wayne Edwards has just got around Greg Johnson. I don't understand.
What's going on with the cameras?
Yeah.
A bit bizarre.
They're just zooming in to the the car park.
Yeah, ooh. Greg in P13. Fighting with is that?
Wayne. Oh, what's
Wayne,
happened here?
Oh, no,
DeBono's,
DeBono?
DeBono. DeBono is around.
I wonder how much damage is on that car.
It looks like... Oh, there's a battle happening here. This is sort of looks like where it's happened. Is this a self-spin over the ripple strip?
Oh,
I think
no,
it is,
took way
yeah.
too much.
Self-spin over the ripple strip, and that's all she wrote.
Oh, the front end, dude. Oh. Yeah, unfortunately with these cars, you can't take that much to curb. Otherwise, you do what Dylan do and spin out. Unfortunately.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah,
like getting launched in the air. That's for sure.
Yeah, they still. I don't know if it's a real life thing or not, but they can still bounce like a kangaroo out there.
And that's Shepherd into the pit. So he took some damage from that accidental hit with De Bono as he came around the corner with nowhere to go.
I'm actually
Oh,
surprised.
Sinkovic. Sinkovic
Stunned,
is
did he?
around.
Oh no.
He managed to pull off there, though, and get out of the way of the other drivers, so well done to Dean for that, with Christensen still on the back of Jet.
But that's been there. Dean has lost 5 positions. So after the slow start, you gained it and lost it again, unfortunately.
Oh, these boys are pushing hard. The different lines they're taking at the moment. But yes, so that has, yep, that's dropped Dean 5 positions back into 11th.
I mean, it'll be interesting this race. You've got Jet, Murray with the toe, and Jamie as well. I wonder who will attack first, because if Jamie attacks Jet first, it gives Dylan a bit of breathing room, I reckon. Into there.
Yeah, I wonder if Jet's going to play the defender tonight due to him already bagging the championship. So, or Joshua is just a ton faster on this track, because you can see he is actually pulling a large gap.
We've got to remember, he was almost half a second quicker than everyone else in qualifying.
That's true.
So... Well, here we go. Jet, inside. Don't know whether or not they just let him go by there, I reckon. Team order.
Yeah, not sure. It's always hard to tell with teams. Some teams love battling it out on track and don't care much for team order. Oh, Joshua's disappeared off the screen then.
Oh.
Has reappeared.
Talk about team order. Jet O'Mara just set the quickest lap just then.
105.98 in race pace. That is crazy.
That's phenomenal. With the battle for P2 points, Ryan Green is still ahead of Callum. Oh no, Callum just overtook Ryan for P6.
What has happened there? Let's get a quick replay. Good spotting there, Tyler. Oh, Ryan
no.
Green's had a lock-up, self-inflicted.
Oh, no.
And Hodgkinson has just made a meal of that and gone, thank you very much.
Oh, how important that movie is. That puts Hodgkinson 1 point behind Green. It would be interesting now that you had John McInerney behind him as well.
Oh, Green's locked it again. The pressure's on.
Oh no, you gotta settle. You gotta settle.
And you're right, Mr. John McHenry from the Locked On Lads. He is no slouch either. It's great to see him back on track again with SRW. This man here taught me pretty much everything I know about producing. So, Horton in the ball. There's cars upside down. 2 LRE sports cars. Jet O'Murray has just teleported to the pits. Fenson trying to dodge what has just happened. That is definitely going to be a safety car. What has happened then?
That is phenomenal. Because he was in P2. And, wow, that's just incredible.
So what's happened here? So we're on board with Josh. Oh, he's spun. Self-spin.
Oh, no.
His teammates got nowhere to go. Look at them. They're coming in. This is in quarter speed slow-mo. The boys have got nowhere to go.
It's a sandwich.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Lucky Dylan Gray, number 6 there, actually managed to avoid that. Jet O took that whole impact.
That is incredible.
That shows how close the racing is that there was nowhere for them boys to go then.
And that's just so lucky as well with Henry following behind, keeping it. Oh no!
Oh, what's happened
Another
here?
one.
Same corner?
Yep, same corner again, which allows Callum and Ryan into P3 and 4 now. Jeez.
Wait, there was
It was second.
there no safety car? What has happened? There was a car on the roof. Anyway, back to the battle. You're right. Hodgkinson and Green are now up into 4th and 3rd.
And John as well in top 5 as well.
So we need to go back and see what happened again. I thought we were getting a safety car call, so we went straight to replay. But ShiBBy did think wrong. But it looks like there was 3 people involved. Man, what is wrong with this track?
Oh,
Got Hodgkinson on the back of Green right now. Oh, up the inside. Oh, watch out, boys. Not again. Green takes a jump. Hodgkinson has completely spun, though. He is dropping down to 8th now. 9th.
That hurts. That hurts.
Then McHenry's up the inside of Green. Oh, just clipping a bit of the grass there to stick it through. Nice move by John McHenry. And we've got Dylan Gray and Jamie Christensen. Christensen is in the lead now. Dylan Gray is hot on his tail, though. He will not be letting this go lightly.
Ooh, a bit of grass there. Side by side coming into this corner here. Oh. Looks like Jamie just let him back a bit.
Oh.
Ooh.
Looked like he was letting him back and then wanted to have another dig.
Yeah, I do got to say, Dylan, very brave going over that curb, considering the amount of cars that has spun around that corner there.
Yeah, definitely. I want to have a look at this replay of what's happened on that corner. So Jet hasn't come back on track yet.
Yeah,
And he made an instant teleport to the pits. So it'd be interesting to see the outcome of what's happened there.
Yeah. You would thought that a car upside down would be a safety car, but maybe race control.
Oh,
missed
DeBono
that.
making a move. Oh, careful, boys, again. They're racing hard. The last series, the last race at the moment. Everybody is pushing so hard. Oh, we've got a bit of air time. What happened on that corner of the second lap? So we've got Dean here. DeBono behind him. As Dean self-spun and just piled everybody up. He has. There it is.
Oh, jeez.
That same corner.
Yep. Well, we saw Dylan DeBono do it earlier and also got contact. Looks like Dean.
Wait, it was
got
just
very
Dean
lucky.
by himself. So, where's Fenson in all this? Wait, so Fenson has come through the same corner, same lap, and has he spun himself as well?
We also, the incident with Jet Murray being upside down, he has a drive-through penalty. So if anyone wants to know, he's got a drive-through penalty.
Does it look like...
I think
It's crazy. Alright, so a drive-through.
I
Oh,
gotta say,
that
so
should-
far, Greeny here has McInerney and Horton right behind him. He has to fight for this. Have to fight. The more position between himself and Callan, the more points he gains and a bit of buffer for next race.
I was going to
Considering
say
that at
next
the
race. Oh, Green
Oh,
again,
no.
the same corner. That
Oh.
corner is putting everyone off. Green, oh my gosh.
Positions lost. 4 positions lost. 5 positions lost. Oh
And
no,
a
jeez.
bad re-entry. I'm not race control, and I hate to say it, but I feel like that could be looked at and could be a penalty coming his way.
I think it's fine. He's let everyone ahead go ahead. Didn't make any contact there.
Christensen back on Gray. Again, your people we are watching, the drivers we are watching tonight is Ryan Green and Callan Hodgkinson to find out who will finish in second and third. They're the closest in points.
No,
oh, Christensen, no. Hodgkinson.
On that corner.
No, Green's on the back of Johnson.
Oh, jeez. Oh, he's got him there. I reckon. Ooh.
Oh, careful, boys. Careful. That's some close racing. Oh!
Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
It's
Horton,
only 4.5
McHenry. Oh,
minutes
my
left.
Lord. What is going on in this sprint round?
Well, Dylan Gray, I don't want to curse him, but he's got 4 minutes left and a 13-second gap. So I reckon he will maintain that.
The self-spin by Christensen.
It's phenomenal.
Great battles up and down the field tonight. Oulton Park is really, it looks like one of these perfect tracks for the 86.
Oh, there we go. Car 111, which is Ryan Green. I reckon I just heard a penalty from race control, which will hurt him massively because he's already behind Callum. Which means that now Callum is currently in P2 in the points.
Oh, yeah, right. So,
And I hope Green stays in the top 10 because that inverted 10 will be massive considering Callum at the moment will start in P3.
De Bono, haven't seen too much of him tonight on the back of fence and fighting for 5th spot at the moment.
At the moment, Rain Edwards is in front of Green. So Rain Edwards is currently in P10, which means that Ryan Green has to make a position.
Green actually managed, oh no, wait, my timing tower just updated. I was going to say he actually managed to get out in front of Edwards, but he didn't. You are correct. Horton.
Massive in the bunch.
McHenry.
Joss. Oh.
Side by side. These are very wide sweeping corners. Oh, he's hit the grass.
He's hit the grass.
Holy smokeroonies. That could have ended a lot worse than that was going to. I mean, yeah, you get what I mean.
It's phenomenal how those two kept that really clean. Ryan Green just made it into P9. Something has happened there.
He's got past Wayne Edwards.
And someone else as well. Dean Sinkovich has lost a lot of positions.
Dean entered the pits. Dean is in the pits. Hodgkinson is fighting Greg Johnson. So Hodgkinson wants to take another position to keep those points further away from Ryan Green.
Well, with that move right there, had put him back into P2.
De Bono and Fenson still going at it. But again, we need to watch Green and Hodgkinson at the moment, where Hodgkinson and Green lay in 7th and 9th. Hodgkinson will move into 2nd place on the championship. As we watch De Bono chase down Fenson.
Oh, De Bono again.
Same corner. What, has someone gone and spilled oil all over this track tonight? Like, no, I mean just in this corner.
I just reckon everyone's too greedy for that corner. With that there, Callum gained another position, which actually pushed the lead on Ryan Green, unfortunately.
Yeah, 1, 2, yeah, he's 3 spots up now. Those points matter tonight. But again, it could all change in the feature race. And the points could be flipped on their head.
Oh, in the sprint race, there's only 3-point difference, and there's no fastest lap, and there's no clean race points either with 0x. So, at the moment, Callum been 3 positions, 369. He's 4 points ahead of Ryan Green coming into the next race.
Tyson McAvoy watching the stream tonight, and he's actually gone and said, yep, it was him that threw oil all down on that part of the track there. He also said, oil always makes drama. You're not wrong, mate. Not wrong. Everybody's nearly spun there tonight. As we see Hodgkinson on the back of Fenton now. This is where Green was only a couple of laps ago. Is Hodgkinson going to get another spot away from Green? And he is.
That is massive there. Dylan Gray has taken the victory in the Heat 1. And Jamie just crossed the line as well in P2. Oh, is that... Oh no, he's celebrating, I reckon.
Alright, Mr. Barney was on lunch break again. And I didn't get a white flag notification. But yes, well done to Dylan Gray for taking out Heat 1. Jamie Christensen, second place. John McHenry up 11 spots into third place. What a first heat that was.
That's phenomenal. To gain that many positions, you kept it nice and clean on the track.
Josh Horton, fourth. Callan Hodgkinson, fifth. And that's the big one right there that Callan managed to get back up into fifth. And Mr. Ryan Green dropped down. And there you have it. There's our Heat 1 for Cammus Toyota GR86 Championship round here at Oulton Park tonight. What an exciting first heat that was. Battles all over the place and an oil spill also on the track. Bit of entertainment. Guys, while I have your attention and there's not much racing going on, if you are enjoying the broadcast tonight and the racing, hit that like button. If you don't always also follow us, hit that follow button and stay notified. We are in the championship week for Sim Racing World Season 1 2023. And we only have 2 more races after this one. Your Friday night GT3 90-minute Mini Enduro Championship this Friday. And then Sunday, our Simrigs V8 Supercars Pro-Am Championship round.
Well, I'm guessing that we should bring in Dylan Gray for a quick interview for the race one Victor. If you want to do that, Sibs. Congratulations on the win, Dill. I got to say, that incident there with 2 boys in front of you while you're in P3 and an upside down car, how did you feel during that moment?
Honestly, it was gut-wrenching to see what happened to the boys in front. We were just literally just going to work together, pull away from Jamie behind us, but Josh made the mistake with that outside curve and he just came around and Ged had nowhere to go, and I was quick enough to get to the grass, and then Jamie got through, so I was literally battled Jamie until the end, until he made the mistake, and then cruise home for the win.
ShiBBy?
Oh, sorry, man. I thought you were talking to him. I was.
No. All good.
Yeah, no. Well done, mate. It was a super exciting first heat. We did not expect, anything less from you guys in the 86ers. It has been a super exciting series to watch and be involved in. How are you feeling about the feature now, mate? Because it's a big change from going from a sprint to a 40 minutes. So,
literally, if Jet comes up behind me, just let him go and work with him, because he's going to come out all guns blazing from 14th on the grid.
Mate, you should make him fight. He's already won the championship. Make him fight for it.
Nah, he wants to come all guns blazing. He wants to get one more win for the end of the season.
He wants another win.
He wants another win.
You tell him he's got to watch out for his teammates then, because that is not going to help him.
Well, before the end of that race, Josh and him were already arguing who was going to have the win.
That's good to hear. Good to hear, because now I can stir Jet up on the stream, because we know he watches the stream, so that was fantastic. Well, mate, congratulations on the Heat 1 win. And have you got notification that you're gridding up yet?
We've got a minute 20 left.
Okay, minute 20 left, so we're still just waiting. Awesome, mate. Well, because you took out the first race, you want to shout out your sponsors, bud?
Let me find that. I got this. Lodge Bros, our new sponsor, Dubby, NZ Performance, Wayne Bullet Mechanical, OKMS Photographics, Majors Garage, and JM Design and Alamar Esports. With all the boys.
Did you say you've got a new sponsor called Dubby?
Yes.
What is a Dubby?
Dubby is an energy drink company.
Oh, like one of those gamer drinks?
Yes, I think so.
You get some free samples so you can really spruik it and tell people how good it is?
I think that's in Jet's department. I don't know.
Oh, Jet, better get your team some of this this esports drink, mate, so they can really spruik this sponsor. I'm sure he's watching.
He should be watching.
His last message was no, but I don't think that was to the energy drinks. But congratulations, mate, on picking up another sponsor. That's absolutely great to hear from the team. And it's good to see so many of you guys in SRW at the moment. You guys going to be returning for Season 2?
I'm definitely returning with supercars. Don't know about 86 and that yet.
Awesome, mate. Well, registrations are open, people. www.simracingworld.com.au, and it does look like we are starting to grid. So we will let you get back to it, Dylan. Good luck for you and your team for the feature race tonight.
No, thank you.
All right, we are starting to grid reverse top 10. Wayne Shepherd and Wayne Edwards are number 1 and 2. Ryan Green up in 3rd, which is going to be a huge help for him. He needs to stay there. He needs to stay away from Hodgkinson as far as possible. And then Hodgkinson needs to be in front of Green. It's an interesting battle, and I'm sure over the next 40 minutes it's all going to take shape. Joshua Horton and John McHenry, 7th and 8th. Jamie Christensen, 9th. Dylan Gray in 10th. That is your top 10 reverse grid. And then we have Dylan DeBono, Dean Sinkovic. It sounds like the lights are starting to get ready to go. Oh, these cameras are terrible. And we are green. A lot of movement we're going to watch from the back. There is a big pack here. Callan Hodgkinson is plummeted down the... Oh my gosh, the movement of cars are everywhere. DeBono going up the inside there. A lot of movement. Green has stayed in 2nd place. Oh, a bit of movement from the Team Greg car there into the back of the LMR Esports. On board with DeBono right now. Gray is battling it out with Hodgkinson for 10th and 11th, and Green is hot on the tail of Wayne Shepherd. So this is the man, or one of the drivers we want to see tonight. This is where our battles will be.
Oh, there's a big crash. Big crash.
We will get to that. Green has wound up Shepherd, but that's pulled Christensen in on there as well. No, he hasn't got around Shepherd yet. Oh, what is this fucking camera? Christensen is right on their tail. Oh, big slide from Green. No. Big slide from Green. Whoa, the cars in the background are off too. Huge slide.
There's cars everywhere.
Wow, who put that oil there again, Tyson? I'm looking at you. Wow, oh wow. So, our first incident.
I
Was that
believe,
Fenson or Johnston?
I'm not 100% sure, but I know there's a few cars going off track and caused some collision before that. Oh,
So this is on board with Shepherd. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see a car. So it looks like the number 13's gone around.
that was range 7.
Yeah, so that was right before the green incident. Green has dropped to 6th. Hodgkinson is now in 3rd.
That is massive. He's already 5 points ahead of Green, and if he maintains to be in front of Green, he will win. Well, not win, but he will finish P2 in the championship.
And that is where our battle is tonight, is with P2, and as Green is on the back of De Bono. He needs these spots. The Alpha Venturi driver on the inside line. A beautiful move. Great space there from De Bono. Could see what Green was about to do. Ample room for racing. And on the way he goes through, he has 8 seconds to build to get to Hodgkinson. Oh, big squiggle on the grass there.
I do gotta say, the big jumpers in P1 and P2 started in P9 and 10.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
De Bono with a send up the ripple strip, and he's around the same spot. There's either oil or the curb.
I reckon that's the curb. That's the 3rd time he's done it tonight so far.
That was definitely the curb that time. We got the pit crews to go and clean up that oil out there. Fenson is around as well. I wonder if that's it. No, he's just off the track.
I do gotta say, that would help Green a lot, not having De Bono right next to him battling for P5. And Dean Stankiewicz is right behind him P6. That's pretty impressive. 5 position gain as well. Well, actually 6, sorry.
Yeah, 6 from his starting position. So that will... At the moment, it does look like it'll be locking Dean in for a top 10 in the championship. Oh, no, Bono's around, and he's left his bumper on the track. That car is badly damaged. What has happened there?
I reckon he caused some... Oh,
he's come through. Oh, it's the grass. It's the grass. He's hit that really hard. That gravel. Oh, he was trying to hold it. He nearly held it. Oh, no, Dylan.
The very end. That's incredible to hold it all the way to the very end.
Wow. Oh, wow.
No.
Oh, Dill, mate. That was... Oh, no. And Soper's around as well.
Someone else as well. Must have been contact. It is facing the other way.
Yeah, and it looks like Joshua Horton is there as well. There's 2 cars off the track. This has been absolute... Oh, what is going on here? So Horton's up the back. Oh, squeezed him on the inside. Bush car. 2 cars into the wall. That's going to be a lot of cars in the pits.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Pit stops come early, boys. Pit stops come early. So Brendan may be towing. Can he get the car moving? It's looking like it's relatively well damaged. Yeah, that front's not looking good. I'd say the front right is completely broken. And it does look like we are going to be getting our first safety car of the night. Thank you so much to the promo department, safety car, and Tyson McAvoy for our race director tonight. As you can see, the pit stops are coming flying in. Everybody is going to make use of essentially a free pit stop right now. Get those fast repairs.
I do got to say, with the Chaos first race, I'm surprised the safety car only just came out now, to be honest.
Yeah, well, it looked like in the first race, everybody was able to get back on the track and make their own way back to the pits. So, I suppose that's why. Because usually safety car will come out if a tow is needed. Which we didn't really see any of that in the first race.
Oh, good news for Cullen. He has held P3 to Green, who is in P5. So, all he has to do is just maintain his position at the moment. And he,
Well, now that we're bunching the pack back up, though, mate.
Oh, anything can happen.
Anything is going to happen. So we're going to have Green on the back of Gray, on the back of Hodgkinson. So only 2 spots between them, so this will be very interesting.
Considering how quick Dylan Gray is, he was the winner for last race. I reckon he will be hungry for that podium position, so it'll be interesting to see if he can get by very clean.
Clean. That's going to be the key word, I think. But really, the guys have shown a great driving skill tonight. It just seems to be that one corner. That one corner has caught, I think, nearly everybody on track out tonight.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think there's one driver out there that hasn't spun because of that corner at the moment. So.
Me. Oh my gosh, one thing I forgot. Dear oh dear. Get our sponsors up. Thank you to Melville Equipment Corp for being a part of the SRW community and helping sponsor us. Warren and Brown Tools as well. Your support does definitely not go unnoticed, and that goes for all our sponsors. Toyo Sim.
Oh. Sorry.
You're right, mate. Go for it.
Oh, I've got to say, Jet O'Malley's in P7, so this is massive for him. We'll be intrigued to see if he can gain 6 more positions and take the win.
Yeah, that's right. We heard it straight from his team's mouth that he does want one more win this season. It's going to be interesting. The battle still is between Hodgkinson and Green. So I did get told by our friend J-Mac, or as everybody else knows, John McHenry, that he isn't well, and yeah, it's due to his health that he can't get out on track tonight. So our thoughts are with you, Leaky, and we look forward to seeing you back on track, mate. Congratulations and well done to a phenomenon 86 round, and everybody probably just heard me knock my steering wheel off my desk.
Well, the good news for Leaky, he did have drop round points. It might not be enough to maintain P4 in the championship, but...
Oh yeah, he hasn't used a drop round. Or did he? Does he have a drop round on there?
Yeah, he has a drop round. He hasn't used it, so he's got 54 points gained for tonight. So, talking about that, if do some calculation, yeah, I reckon he might get lucky here and still maintain the top 5 position, because Henry Fenton and Greg Johnson only 42 and 46 points away. So with a 50 odd points, that gives him a 90-point buffer for tonight.
Ooh. So that'll be interesting. That still could have Leaky up there.
Yeah, I hope so. He's done a phenomenal effort to get to P4 in the penultimate round. Obviously, just gutted with his health. That I think it's best to make sure that you look after yourself and yeah. Hopefully next season you can come back stronger.
Yeah, rest up, Leaky. Oh, Tyson is now moving away from the pack. So that is going to leave Christensen the lead. Safety car will be pulling into the pits very, very soon. Christensen will be handed the lead of the pack. The pack leader? It's my wolf pack. Oh, now I want to watch Hangover. That was such a great movie.
That was such a good movie.
Yeah. Squirreled a little bit there. All right. Safety car is in the pit lane. Christensen has full control of the field. Will he go early, or is he going to hold it right to the line?
It'll be an interesting first corner with all these boys all compact again. I hope no one hits that curb.
Yeah, that curb and the oil slick as well. Oh, he's gone. He's already gone.
It's gone.
He's
Jeez,
gone.
It's a very nice launch there. It's already gave him half a second, if not more.
That was a massive launch. As we move back through, you can see there's Ryan Green there with Dean Sinkovich hot on his tail. Dean Sinkovich has got Jetto Murray hot on his tail.
That is very close there.
Oh, see him kick that grass up. They must have fixed something in the 86. There's no way you can hit that grass with Jetto Murray going down the inside here. He got a good run out of that corner. Oh, nice space, Dean. As we saw Hodgkinson off track in front, and Green's around him.
Yeah,
Green has got in front of Hodgkinson.
He just got squeezed off a bit on the back straight there.
Oh, Hodgkinson has lost another spot to Jetto Murray. Oh, Jet's in the grass. Hodgkinson has got that spot back, but Jetto Murray is hot on his tail. Again, if you're just tuning us... tuning us? Oh, my Lord. If you've just tuned into us, Jetto Murray essentially has taken the championship round. He is too many points out in front. And right now, your battle is between Callan Hodgkinson and Ryan Green for your P2 and P3 of our Cammus GR86 series, Season 1 of 2023. Horton, Sinkovich, oh!
That's such good racing there.
14 minutes in, I feel like these boys have been on track for a heck of a lot longer.
Yeah, we have Horton all over us. Think of it. It'll be interesting to see if he gains a position.
Oh, Dean got a bit of too much of that ripple curb then. Ripple curb. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk. Ripple strip then. Had to get on the brakes. I thought Joshua Horton was going to try and make something of it. Christensen's off track. Christensen's off track. Big damage. Big damage for Christensen. Plummeting down the field into 10th place. Oh no, his front right is completely locked. Final corner.
He did it all by himself. That is so unfortunate. In the lead as well.
That's always when it happens, isn't it, mate?
Oh, absolutely.
What's he done? Oh,
he just hit the grass.
Bit of grass. That was a big hit. You see it here? Yep, there it is, onto the grass. And as we see with the 86s, they snap oversteer and put you into a wall. That was a heavy hit. That may be Christensen's end of the race unless he still has a fast repair. Horton again on the back of Sinkovich going up the inside. He is around nice and clean. Will he hold on to this position? I think he may. I do believe he's just a little bit quicker than Dean.
I do gotta say, Dean's been very impressive tonight, keeping up with the boys. Joe Murray just overtaken Ryan Green for P3. Now that is massive.
And just set the fastest lap of the heat, the feature of 105.99.
Well, Green just went off track a little bit there, and it looks like Hodgkin just got him.
Hodgkinson has got around him.
That's
This
massive.
is really interesting. Now they're all right on top of each other, and Fenson as well.
Oh no! Who's that off track?
And Fenson is in 5th place right now on 675. So this could drag Fenson into a battle for top 3.
Well, talking
Green.
about that, Ryan Green was off. He had contact with that corner.
Oh, what's happened here?
That's Henry.
So we're on board with looking at Green. Green. Oh, the same
Oh,
corner.
no.
Everybody. Guys, what are
Oil
you?
spill.
The oil
I can't
slick.
believe it.
McHenry. That's moved McHenry up into 3rd place right now with Hodgkinson in 4th. This is a outstanding race for McHenry. Battling side by side with Jet O'Murray right now. And Jet has pushed hard to get back up 12 places now. John McHenry up 5.
That's phenomenal. We got Jet O'Murray here. I reckon do you reckon Dylan will let him win or fight for P1?
Look, I've watched these boys race over this last series. They sort of muck around with each other, but I think if it's gonna be Jet's race, it's gonna be Jet's race. There is definitely some team orders in there. I'd like to see Dylan not let him get past. I'd like to see Dylan let him fight for it. If he wants this win so bad, Jet, you got to get round your teammates as well.
Got car 11 who's got to drive through, unfortunately. So he's currently in P5.
Are they showing up on the stream?
Yeah, I saw it on the
good.
stream, yeah.
Tice, if you're watching, can you change those to 15 seconds, please, mate? I tried to do it on my end, but you override. Drive-through penalty for car 11, Joshua Horton. I believe that was probably to do with the contact with... Was it Fenson?
No, the fencing contact was with Green. Talk about fencing, he's currently in the pitch at the moment. So he must have caused some damage with that contact.
Just trying to find the contact.
It would have been the contact with Green when he...
With Green, that's
lost
the one.
control.
Sorry,
Yeah.
not Fenson.
But the car number 11 though, I'm not 100% sure with the... Jet O'Murray just took the lead.
He has. He's either been let around. Gosh, these guys use so much of the track and more because as they go around corners, I keep getting off-track notifications, but they are still clearly on track. They are using the track and some grass tonight.
Yeah, they got to be really careful coming to exit of turn 1. If you take too much, you will clip the grass, and that has happened to a couple of drivers out there tonight.
I'm wondering if those small off-tracks as well are adding up to their 1X. It surely has to be.
It would it definitely have to be. From memory, driving the TCR, and if you go right, I did copper 1X. So you have to be on a very limit to escape that.
Interesting. All right, Mr. John McHenry still in 3rd place. Mate, I would have loved to seen Mr. McHenry race this whole series.
He's a very, very fast lad there. He's, again, 3 10 quicker than Dylan Gray. He could be a fight for P2. But in saying that as well, I reckon Jet O'Murray might be trying to drag Dylan away. with a bit of draft, I reckon.
Definitely, and it's looking like the battle between Green and Hodgkinson may be over. I don't want to call it too early. We're only 25 minutes in. Car 158 has 11x. Car 6 has 12x. Okay, so that makes sense. I am seeing a lot of 1x's appear as they use extra bits of the track.
They've got to be careful because at the moment there's a lot of cars that have spun off or hit the grass and that. It's only 4 or 5x away from actually getting a black flag there. So I reckon they got to be a bit more careful with the driving. With Green gaining the position on Greg.
Yep. One spot up, but he still has... Let's get the gap.
He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 position at the moment. So that is 12 points plus the 5, which is 17 points different. Ooh, a little bit loose there.
And
he's relying on the safety car.
He's about 20 odd seconds off Hodgkinson right now.
Yeah, he's really relying on the safety car to come back into this race.
That is the only way that's going to pull him back into play. Or if Hodgkinson has an incident himself, and I don't want to, you know, commentators curse it, but that's the only other way that would happen. So far...
I think Callum's gone to cruise control. He's just cruising behind John Dillon and Jet at the moment. He's not attacking them, just keeping a nice gap. I reckon he's happy with P4 at the moment. And talking about position game, Dean Sinkovic plus 7 positions. He's currently in P5. That is phenomenal. Keeping it nice and clean out there. But yeah, Chet O'Murray, 13 positions up. Dylan Gray, 8 positions up. Massive gainers there.
Whoa, huge air there. The way they hit that curb. I think Hodgkinson wants another sniff. He wants another position. He's not done yet.
He left the door open there, John. I'm looking at Callum going, do you risk it or do you not risk it for the biscuit? He's got
he wants to secure this second place.
Yeah, he's got 25 seconds up his sleeve against Green, plus 17 points, I believe. So he's got plenty of gap out there.
Also got 15 minutes left.
Amazing. John, keeping it nice and clean. Hit the inside of the grass a little bit there, but kept it clean on the exit. Ooh.
I was here, I just had to pick up my steering wheel that was still on the floor.
No, all good, all good. Just took a bit too much curb there. More than what you like. But he is within striking range to the boys ahead of him if they make a mistake.
And McHenry is right on the back of Dylan Gray.
Yeah, he caught up there.
Is he challenging? He wants a battle. He wants a race. I suppose that is what we all came here for tonight. Is the 86 championship round. Proudly sponsored by Warren and Brown and Cammus.
Oh. John was having a look there, but he decided to keep behind him. I do got to say, it's a press of who makes the first mistake, I reckon.
I think you're right, mate, and I think you're very right on the probably. Oh, Jeto's around on the same corner.
No, Jet.
He's around on the same corner.
It's a cursed corner.
And he's just got back onto track, and then Sinkovic is going to have a sniff.
I do gotta say, Dean in P4. He will take it any day at the moment.
It will set him into a top 10 finish in this season. So I'm going to guess that it was a self-spin. It looks like Jet's going to take that spot away from Dean, though, as we go to the replay. There's the oil slick. Ready?
Yep. Just a bit of grass. Probably lost
I wonder
a bit
if
of
that's what it is.
traction there.
You can see, really... I wish I could put a mouse cursor on the screen. You can see, look how far over, look at how much dirt they're taking there. So it must just put enough dirt on the tyres to lose that traction, and then it just lets go.
Yeah, you can see when he's coming out of that corner, the rear end was coming loose. So obviously when he come out of the corner, he would have jumped on the accelerator to get some extra speed and just revved it up too much. I think a lot of drivers made that mistake tonight.
Yeah, it does seem that way, mate. And honestly, I'd be making that mistake probably every lap. But that has moved Hodgkinson into a third place right now in the race, which has, at this moment, solidified a second place in the championship.
I do got to say, John was looking into coming on the inside of Dylan Gray there, and now, because of that move, Callum is coming onto the inside of turn 1 for P2 in his race, and he's made it nice and clean.
Yep, he's done it.
That's a beautiful corner there.
He wants to lock this second place in the championship in.
Yeah, his goal now is to keep it nice and clean. Just make sure he keeps 4 wheels on the track. He's got roughly 28-second buffer on Ryan Green. So unless there's a safety car in the last 10 minutes, I reckon he might have this sewed for P2.
I think so. I've just reverted back to default cameras to see...
Oh.
Nope. For some reason, Oulton Park loves the trees.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dean Sinkovich has made a mistake and spun out, which is the reason why he's in P5.
Oh,
yeah.
here we go. Here we go. Drag race with Gray and Hodgkinson. Hodgkinson is going to take the lead. Oh! Gray's out wide. Wow.
It's just allowed Johns to come back in now. Side by side coming into here. Oh, these boys are going to be brave. John did the smart thing backing out there.
Yeah, he was in the inside lane then. That was in the most dangerous spot. Safer to back out there.
Oh, because of this allowed Jet O'Murray to catch up.
Jet O'Murray is back in 4th place. This kid is way too fast. Way too fast. He catches up with no problem.
Ooh.
They literally, they can be 2-3 seconds in front, and then somehow, after a spin and dropping 3 positions, next minute he's back.
Yeah, he's a very quick boy. I have raced against him in the GT3. It's just phenomenal how much speed he has. He approached you into a corner without you realising, but Callum here...
Oh, Callum. He wants it.
He's got to stick it on the outside. That is the crescent. No, he
Oh,
doesn't.
he broke a little bit earlier, so that was good to see. Oh, a lot of dirt there.
And he kept it nice and clean. Got a very good exit now.
Oh, Soper is around in front of him. Oh, Callan down the inside. Dylan got a little squirrely on the exit then. J-Mac is still in the battle here, side by side. J-Mac has managed to take that position away again.
Only to allow Jet O'Mara to catch up now. He's under 2 seconds and quickly approaching.
He's right
Callum
there.
right now.
He's right on the back of him.
Phenomenal.
I think ridiculous is more the word. Ridiculously quick. Oh,
Oh,
no! Oh no!
Oh, no.
What has happened? Was that
no.
a Callan spin?
Yeah, it was a Callum spin, I reckon.
On the brakes, still on the brakes. Thud. We'll leave that to race control, but it definitely was a car impact to the back of that car there.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jet was just following the leader there. There's not much he could do, I reckon.
No, it does make it hard when you're going so quick, as J-Mac is now having a sniff at Dylan. He wants a sniff. Get in there, J-Mac.
Yeah, he's getting so close here.
What a way to
No,
finish.
that Jet's right behind John right now too.
Yeah, it is, yep.
Oh, here we go. Oh, on the outside. Ooh.
We've got a LMR Esports sandwiched here with a locked-on lad in the middle.
Hey, this race can go anywhere.
Oh, there's his move. Careful.
Deep on the inside.
Woo-hoo.
And this just allowed Jets to get by both of them, I reckon.
Yeah, I'd say Dylan Gray is playing the blocker, and you can see the way he's moving and positioning his car that he was definitely holding the field up to allow Jet to catch up. That is the way of team sports in racing.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate there for John. He was such a good battle for P1.
Oh, he's still in it. He's still in it. Get up there, J-Mac.
That's phenomenal.
Nice move. Oh, Green's in pit lane.
Oh, is he?
Yep. That's not what I wanted to see at this point of the race. Oh my gosh. Hodgkinson is still in fourth. So unless he plummets down the field, Green will be taking third. He should be taking third.
Yeah, it was Henry and Greg
Leaky,
kind of
yeah.
struggling. Oh no.
Oh,
Greg Johnson as
J-Mac!
well.
No!
Oh no.
J-Mac! Oh, Mr. McHenry.
He's on such a good position there, and that probably
That's gonna
allows
bring
Cullen to go past
Hodgkinson. Yep,
well,
Hodgkinson
so.
into third.
And that allows Dean Sinkovic to approach very close to P3 now.
So
minutes to
many
go.
changes of movement over this race tonight. That's right, 5 minutes to go. And then we will have our champions. Which at the moment, it is looking like Callan has his second place in the championship. Absolutely sold.
Yeah, I reckon he's confirmed P2, and Ryan Green will take out P3 at this moment.
It's like, what happened? When did they, Jet and Dylan, get a 12-second gap? And I remember J-Mac spun.
Yeah, J-Mac, just unfortunate there. I think a lot of drivers tonight had made that same mistake in the same corner. Just probably a little bit too early on the gas, a little bit too much curb. But sometimes, when it had been in the last race, you might as well go for it, really.
It's true. Give it your all. I just realised something of Wayne Edwards' car here. Drive-through penalty, car 158. So that is Jet O'Murray with a drive-through penalty.
That is massive, because he wanted this win, and now, with a 12-second gap between himself and Callum, it just
And
means
that
that
was
Callum might...
Yeah, move up into second place.
No, it puts Dean Sinkovic, I kid you not, in the top 3.
Yeah, it will too. Yeah. So there was definitely impact by car 158 to the back of 28, as we saw. And that is where the drive-through has come from.
Dean has a chance to starting outside the top 10 in P12 and might be able to sneak in a P3. That's just phenomenal.
I love Wayne Edwards' paint. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's very good. No thing I can't agree with the eggs. My body can't tolerate it.
Oh,
but
you can't
I'll
have
take the
eggs,
rest of
mate?
the order.
Oh, bugger.
It took 24 years to figure out that I struggled to eat eggs. My mum thought I was a weak boy, but the body was saying something.
Body said, no, thank you.
We've got Dylan Gray. I reckon he had to serve an incident black flag, which allowed Dean Sinkovich to take P3, and currently Callum is winning the race. That is just phenomenal.
Dylan Gray has gone through the pit lane. And he was only in there for 19 seconds. Jed O'Murray also took his drive through for 19 seconds.
There's a battle for P1 here.
With Callan up there. Jason Douglas, there was Jet O'Murray struck the back of car 28, which caused him to spin.
Jet, it's just so quick. Just how clean he just overtook Callan there.
Ridiculously. Oh,
Callum's
Callan's
in the
pits. Wait,
Oh,
what?
but
There's only a lap and a bit to go.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Green's
What's
a
going
lap
on here?
down though. If he was on the same lap, that
Dean's
will
in the
get
pit
him.
as well.
That will get him back on the lap. Did these boys not have enough fuel to get through?
No, I reckon that safety car had to come out one more lap, which means that Josh Horton is now currently in P2. Dylan Gray P3 and Jed O'Murray in the 14-second
Back into
commanding lead.
first again. Oh my gosh. Is he paying off the other drivers? Like, what is going on?
But what's phenomenal how he'd all of a sudden have a 15-second gap compared to everyone else out there.
So I mean, he can spin a self-spin, end up 7 spots down, next minute on the back of everybody again, and then out of there. But I dare say that gap has come because of all the pit stops that just came in. Because even Callan Hodgkinson jumped in.
Yeah, so you got Cullen P3, Dean P4, with both of them were P2 and P3 before that pit stop. But Joshua Horton looks like he's the biggest gainer at the moment, with all those pit stops, currently in P2. I reckon he's just gone under the radar all of a sudden, came out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, that's true, yeah. And here he is on the back of Green. Yeah, earlier he was battling with Soper down in 10th and 11th place, so he's managed to sneak his way up into 2nd place at the moment.
But we do have the white flag at the moment, so this is the final lap. Yellow Murray looks like he's taking a commanding lead. I don't know how he's had 25 seconds, man, but what a phenomenal drive from Jet. Start from the back in P14, work his way all the way to the front, have a couple of incidents where he gone back 5-6 positions, and we just took a commanding lead. I can't believe that.
Here he comes across the finish line. Congratulations, Jet Murray. Oh. And then we're going to have Joshua Horton come across the finish line very soon. Wow, that was a huge lead.
Yeah, it's just phenomenal how much... Oh, actually, Josh Horton, I think he just ran out of fuel. He just ran out of fuel.
And Callum
Hodgkinson's
Hodgkinson's around. Hodgkins around him. Hodgkinson will take P2.
Oh, Dino just missed out. Dino just missed out. By 0.6 of a second.
Oh.
Dan Sinkowitz just missed out on P3.
Here I was trying to get an awesome Barney flag camera. They took forever. So Joshua has ran out of fuel. And in that case, if you couldn't make it to the tow zone, you get a rear of grid. I wonder if you'll get a points deduction instead.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see how it happens. I've never run out of fuel before in a race. I've never finished on the podium, so I'm not 100% sure what the ideal is. But
yeah, there'll either be a
Joshy,
points or a time reduction, so it'll be interesting to see if Josh does end up in P3 because of that.
Oh, he's currently crawling around very slowly.
Tyson said he's all clear for tow zone, so he has solidified himself into third place for the feature. So I suppose we can get Jet O'Murray, Callan, Joshua, and Ryan Green, please, Tyson, into the green room. I'd say that will be the way to go.
Phenomenal race from a lot of the boys. A lot of fun to watch as well. I feel sorry for John, though. I thought he was going to finish on the podium, but just a mistake that cost him.
Oh, mate, a few self-made mistakes across tonight really kept this race going and made it exciting. So, and there is your feature results for your Cammus Toyota GR86 Championship round here at Sim Racing World TV. Jet O'Murray with a commanding lead and win to take out the championship for Season 1 2023. Callan Hodgkinson solidifies second place in the championship with a second place in the heat tonight. Joshua Horton with a just out of nowhere third place, just appeared and there he was. So congratulations to the top three. Congratulations to all our drivers that have taken part this series. And I still believe Mr. Ryan Green, even though finishing in ninth, has locked himself in for third place in the championship.
Currently, the closest person to him was Henry, and he finished behind Ryan Green. The next person behind was Greg Johnston, but he did not finish far enough up the grid, so that is confirmed, yes. Ryan Green in P3 for the points.
Oh,
yeah,
we're
what a phenomenal race.
Just waiting on Mr. Green. Where is he? I talk to him sometimes. Where are you, Greenie? All right. Well, while we're waiting for Mr. Ryan Green, let's start with third place in the heat, Mr. Joshua Horton. Hello, Josh.
Hello. How are we?
Good, mate. Where did you come from at the end of the race?
Where did I come from? I'm an absolute unit, mate. I just strolled in there, clutch in for half the race. Made it on fuel. Got taught the tricks, man. Works a charm.
Got taught the tricks. Because I think at one point in time we were watching you and you were battling back in like 10th and 11th. And then just out of nowhere you were then up in third. We were just like, where did this man just come from?
So I think what's happened there is like at the mid to just over halfway through the race, they were I was battling with this, just so I had the ability to save fuel and stay with the group. So the entire time I was in there, I was saving fuel just to make sure that I didn't have to stop again like a lot of the other boys did, and it worked.
Yeah, we saw a lot of pit stops, third last lap. A bunch of cars just funneled in, and we were quite surprised with only 2 minutes on the timer to go. So great work with the strategies tonight, mate, and well done to you and your team for having an absolutely outstanding season in the 86s. You looking at coming back for another season with us?
Damn right I am. Already signed up. I'm gonna hopefully be joining the GT3s as well and give everyone a run for their money.
Oh, nice, mate. So the championship round is on Friday for our GT3s. You're going to be trying to tune in, or you got other league races on that night?
Nah, I'm be tuning in, cheer on my boys over at LMR. Make sure they get the dub.
That's the way, mate. Well, congratulations on third place in the final tonight, mate. It was a great race to watch, and it is now your turn to shout out your sponsors.
I tried to shout out sponsors. Alright, so we got Lodge Bros, we got Dubby, NZ Performance, Wayne Boylet Mechanical, OKMS Photography, Majors Gage, JM Designs, and a big shout out to all the boys over at LMR House. LMR Esports, almost stuffed that one up.
Mate, don't go stuffing up the sponsors when you're live on comms. We can't edit that out, buddy.
They get pretty bad, won't they?
Does Jet get mad when you stuff up your sponsor spruiking?
I guess I'll find out when I go back to the VC.
All right, mate. Well, congratulations and thanks for joining us this season, and we look forward to seeing you back on track next season, mate.
Thank you, boys. I appreciate it. Keep it up.
Will do, mate. All right, so let's start with our championship podium now anyway, as second and first in this heat were on the championship. So let's get Mr. Green in here. Mr. Ryan Green.
Hello.
Hello, mate.
You've just brought in the saddest driver on track.
No, you shouldn't be too sad because you still locked yourself in third place in the championship this season.
That's called How to Bottle P2 in the Championship, presented by Ryan Green the last 2 weeks. That was absolutely disgraceful.
Oh, mate, we were watching you very closely, as well as Callan, over the both races, as you guys being 3 points apart. That was going to be the main focal for the battle, and especially with Jed O'Murray being so far out in front. And there was so many times where we're just watching you get away, and then just that oil slick on that bloody corner. And then away she goes, and then you'd fight your way back, and then away she goes again, mate. Well, someone definitely poured oil on the track tonight, didn't they?
I don't know. It's just, I don't know if I was just running just a weird set or just what was going on. I downloaded a few sets at the start of the season from VRS, and I cancelled my subscription, so I kind of just had those, and I ended up running the hungry set. This is, I don't know if you guys know this isn't exactly hungry. But
no, it sort of looks like Oulton Park.
Probably should have stuck with something a bit safer, like their Nürburgring one. But
mate, I would have just gone with a baseline at that point.
Even baseline. I should have just slapped on all the wing I could and drove around in maximum fourth gear.
Yeah, just send it, mate. You had nothing. You had nothing to lose apart from second place. And,
well, and here we are. P3 in the championship. So.
P3. Good.
I mean, look, P3 is alright. I mean, I only have myself to blame in the end. Just
as we see on replay right now.
I'm watching. Absolutely, just careless mistakes like that. It's just, but it's good. I guess it's good in a sense. You can kind of take away from it. Just a bit of a learning. You don't need to push 100% all the time, which is kind of what I was trying to do. And then I'd make a mistake, and then I'd push 105%, and then I'd make a mistake and I'd push 110%, which I should have been one and back the other way, and just the opportunities were there even in the first race to get up in the podium positions. I got to drive through for an unsafe rejoin because I spun on my own, so 2 things wrong in a row. And then the second race just. I don't even know.
Well, mate, I would say you had a better second race than your first race, but probably I
meatballed the car in the second race because my hand slipped off my clutch paddle as I was trying to fuel save at this corner here, and just absolutely speared into the wall.
So that's what happened then, because we saw you in the water, and we cut to you, and all your bonnet and everything was missing, and the bumper was hanging off, and we were just like, what just happened?
Yeah, I was still able to get out back. It was only 30 seconds required, and I thought I'd better just get out there. Anything can happen, and I wanted to hit the minimum laps for championship points again, just in case anything happened. You never know, but you know, again, only myself to blame. I would have made it to the end as well, but it looks like everybody else was on fuel. I don't know how everybody had so much fuel.
Nah, mate, right at the, 3 laps left of the race, Tyler, like just before white flag was called, about 6 people in the top 10 just piled into the pits.
Oh,
the whole,
I didn't even see that.
There was so many changes in that last 3 laps of positions, like because of people pulling into the pits.
Yeah, I would have made it because I was fuel saving like pretty much everywhere. So who knows where I could have ended up? But yeah, as I said, my hand just slipped off the clutch pedal when I was doing a bit of aggressive saving through turn 1, and it just compression locked the rears. And once you hit the grass, I don't know, the grass on this track is like especially slippery. I don't know if it's that like British dew on the track or like the just extra soggy from the rain. I don't know. Just I don't know. The grass at the here is just
it's more like ice.
Yeah, as soon as you touch it, it feels like it's more. You get like it's like a vacuum towards the wall.
Well,
you get no choice.
I thought it was just the 86 and grass. I thought they just weren't meant to be because since they've come out, any little bit of grass contact and the 86 just goes, no thanks, I'm going to eat the wall instead.
Oh, absolutely. But here tonight, it's just even on the exit of, I don't know the corner number.
The one where everybody was spinning.
Yeah, just if you go a little bit wide, it just forget about it. Just hold on.
We saw multiple.
Hope you don't get steering damage.
Yeah, we saw multiple people go off on that corner tonight. But look, mate, head up because you did still lock in a 3rd place, which is phenomenal, mate.
Long season, but
yeah, long season. You've driven well across the season. Some highlights, some lowlights, but definitely up there in contention, mate. Are you coming back for season 2?
I will not be.
You're not?
I will say that. I will not be coming back for season 2. I need at least a season break. I've smashed these cars since the start of the year. I'm just...
You're worn out.
I'm trying to find... I can't find the will to practice like I would like to if I was doing another season. Like I know if I did it, I just wouldn't give it my all, and I don't want to commit to a series if I'm not gonna put in the time and effort to get good results.
Yep, I do remember talking to you about that, and you said you've just burnt yourself out of the 86. You've just driven it too much.
It's fun. It's a good little car. It's the little I don't even know how many liters. I think it's 4. Little 4 liter that could.
4-cylinder, 2 liter.
2 liter. The little 2 liter that could. I got it the wrong way around. I knew it was 4 in there somewhere. But no, they're great fun to race. But you know, I would like to turn my attention to other disciplines. I've smashed this since the start of the year, and you know, I love my GT3s, and I haven't really given them a fair crack. I need to, and I really want to, really want to get back into them properly again.
All right, mate. So GT3's Friday night then?
Yeah, when I can. I mean, I do like a high kart championship every other Friday, so maybe if it's this leg, hopefully. If not, then hopefully I can get my scratch that itch somewhere else. But you know, even if it's every second Friday here, you know, the 90-minute I actually really like. I think it's a great format. You get that nice long time to get into that like zen state that you can get in the GT3s, where you really, I don't know, as you guys sure, I'm sure you guys have driven GT3s, you just get that rhythm lap after lap, and it's just a different feeling. I don't know, it's just like, I don't know what the feeling is. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's just like meditative, and it's just like a great feeling you get. Whereas this car, you just constantly left, right, in the steering wheel. What's the weight transfer doing? Like, it's just
it's
from lap to lap. It's such a you have to be alert.
It's unruly.
Yeah, it is, and it's so deceptive because it's such a low-powered car, and that's what gets you out. It sounds boring from the inside, at least, and probably from the outside. It looks okay, and it's just. And that's what gets you out. You think, rookie car, they give this thing away for free. This will be a piece of cake. But
yeah,
it's just once you start, and it is, if you turn the assists up, but you're not going to be quick with doing that. You got to basically turn your assists off. Once you do that, and you really start pushing this thing to its limits, it doesn't really like it that much. And you have to ask it nicely to do the things you wanted to. And even then, you know, you're playing with fire a bit.
So it's a good car to start in for your beginners to your intermediates to your pros. So it seems like a good car for everybody.
Well, it does teach you a lot, and it kind of accentuates the your strengths and weaknesses even more so. If you're not very smooth on the steering wheel, if you're like you're a bit of a yanker and don't have like a smooth turn in, you're going to get punished with a bucket load of understeer and entry. If you're, you know, overly aggressive, asking too much of the tires, you might even roll the car in some corners. Like, it kind of shows you what your weaknesses are and then turns them up x5. So it's a good car to learn in. It's a good car to understand, like, what you are as a driver. And I've learned a lot since the start of the year. Or whenever this was released. Yeah, since the start of the year. About what I need to improve on. I don't know, I'm going on a bit of a tangent now. But
Oh, it's good to know, mate. We always love feedback from the drivers that drive the cars and to give that information to people out there that might also be interested in getting into some sim racing or iRacing, of an idea of, you know, what the cars are like to drive. So, no, appreciate the feedback, mate. But we are going to wrap up this section of Stats with Ryan Green.
yeah, of course. And hopefully, instead of driving the things, I can commentate them next season if you're...
Yeah, mate.
Yeah,
if you want to come along in the comms booth, mate, we have a spot open for you, buddy, and that would be good to have an actual technical driver join me. Not saying that you're not a technical driver, Sheafy, but I think you and me both know that we ain't the greatest, that's for sure.
Yeah, I definitely can agree with that, but like for Ryan said, a lot of practice, a lot of time, and you can get quicker, so
100%.
we'll get there one day, mate.
That's right. All right, Ryan, congratulations again for third place in our Cammus 86 championship for season 1, mate. It is now your turn to shout out all the sponsors and people that keep you on track.
Okay, sure. Shout out Toya Sim, guys. Shout outs. Oh god, I forgot all our sponsors. Impression Signs, and Vespa. And shout out just all the guys. I mean, you know, just there every night. We got just a great bunch of friends at this point. You know, like this it ain't even a team. We're a family at this stage. You know, just an absolute pleasure building this team over the last 2 years. I never expected anything like what we were building. You know, all started on the ACC side, and now we're starting to, you know, move into the iRacing side, and it's hopefully big things to come. But it's just, I don't know, it's been an absolute pleasure with all the guys around. It's just, I don't know, it's hard to put into words.
It's community. Esports is, you build communities, and you enjoy doing that with your community, your teams, especially your teams, and that's what makes the best teams.
Yeah, it doesn't even feel like a community at this point. It honestly does feel like we're a family. You know, and we're all there for each other. You know, we're all getting like a share house for the Grand Prix this next weekend and all that type of stuff.
Oh,
like,
mate, where was my invite?
Mate, well, you know.
I'm not coming to Melbourne.
You hated me. I was going to say we'll grab a beer, but never mind.
Well, my wife's going to be in Melbourne this weekend, so she's going down for her sister's 30th. But anyway, mate, we need to move on. It's great chatting to you as always, mate. Out on track on Friday?
This Friday should be.
Yep, that's the championship round, mate. I don't know if you're in for the points battle, but get out there.
Absolutely not. I've been way too busy. The Friday's gone.
Well, stop being so busy on Fridays and get out there and race the GT3s next season. But it'd be great to have you join the comms team as well, mate. So keep in touch over the break. But again, congratulations on third place.
Thanks, mate. Brilliant production for scenes as well. You know, this broadcast looks great.
Thanks, mate.
Awesome comms.
Yeah, awesome comms. I'm working on that one. All right, mate. Well, you get out of here, go have a beer and relax, and we should hopefully see you Friday night.
All right. Thanks, gents.
All right, Tyler. Seems I spoke so much. We are actually going to interview Mr. Jet Murray because he needs to get out of here. I'm assuming he's going to get ready for school. But we have P1 for the feature race and P1 for the championship round, Mr. Jet O'Murray.
G'day, how are you?
Good, thanks yourself, mate. I see your teammate Dylan Gray when he was in here. I'm guessing you would have heard that you said that you were going for a win in this race, P14 to P1. A lot of ups and downs in that race. How did you feel during the race?
Good and bad, I guess. Like, some of the racing wasn't but we made up for it. Myself and me getting that drive through and then coming out to win the race was just kind of a, I did it basically.
I do got to say, for a quick young fella, I have raced against you in the GT3. What's your thoughts on the GR86 this season? You took out the championship. What's your thoughts on the car?
I wouldn't say it's an easy car for learners. Like, it's very loose of a car. It has traction control, but it's not the best. And to drive this car fast, you don't want traction control. So I wouldn't say it's an easy car. It's definitely a car that creates a lot of good racing. Yeah, it's a good car.
It's phenomenal. As I just can't believe how quick you were tonight. But what's your thoughts in the future with this car? Will you stick with the GR86?
I think I will stick to the GR86. I think I'm a bit busy next season with SIW doing 86s, V8s, 86s, V8s, and GT3s and some other leagues also on the same nights. So I feel like it'll be a busy season for next season, but I feel like we can back it up again and also get the other couple of teammates back up there.
No, like I said, you're a great driver and you've got some great teammates around you. I know that you probably want to go to bed. It is 11 o'clock here. Who do you want to thank and your sponsors as well?
I would very much like to thank Lodge Brothers Stonemasons, W, NZ Performance, Wayne Boyler Mechanical, OKMS Photography, Majors Garage, JM Designs, and also all the boys at Alamo Esports for doing what they do. And also thanks to the new sponsor coming on board, W.
It's pretty good that you got a very good community obviously around you, and I hope next season that you do just as good, if not better.
Thank you.
Congratulations again, Jet. Go and get yourself some rest, mate.
Yeah, I will. Go Carlton.
All right, that was Mr. Jet Murray with the Go Carlton. Mate, is that your team, Sheafy?
No, mine's the other one, unfortunately. That's why I joined in here.
I thought that was funny. Awesome. Well, that was Jet Murray. Let's get on to Mr. Callan Hodgkinson before it gets too late. P2 in our championship. Mr. Callan Hodgkinson, congratulations, mate. What a way to secure P2 in the championship.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It was a good race. 100 balls. One of the best races of the season, I reckon.
Mate, 100% the best race of the season. The championship was on the line for, the top. There was like 6 cars that could have easily been in the top 3 tonight. And we were watching you and Ryan Green ever so closely through this race. And to see you make mistakes, him make mistakes, and then swap places, one person drops further back, man, it was a guessing game at one point to see who was going to take this P2 or P3, mate. And what an outstanding finish to actually get yourself P2 in the feature to fully lock that in. We thought you were going to go P1. You were pushing hard.
Yeah, it was tight. I suppose the fuel was tight. There's just so many ups and downs. Like 1 minute you're doing one, you're in front, and then it's like you say, a mistake, and then you're back to the back, and then you're at the front. It was all happening.
Oh, mate, it was crazy. we've talked to a couple of the boys about the setups tonight, and some were running a couple of unconventional setups. Did you have a setup that you had a good feeling about?
To be honest, I use the same setup on pretty much every track most of the season.
You just run baseline, right?
No, I've had a different one, like a VRS one, but
Okay.
yeah, I just ran that and made a couple of little changes here and there. And I did a practice session earlier today, and it's a bit cool, the track, and I couldn't get the lap time in qualifying, but the race car was really good. I was happy with it. So.
Well, it definitely turned it on for the race tonight, mate. What a phenomenal season you've had, and we've asked everybody this tonight that we've spoken to. Are you coming back for another season in the 86s?
Of course, absolutely. I really enjoyed the season. Good car to race, good battles with everyone, and yeah, no, I'll be back for sure.
Oh, that's fantastic, mate. Any questions for us? Oh, well, yeah.
No questions. Thank you for commentating for the season. You're doing a great job.
You haven't watched the broadcast back, have you?
No, I haven't.
Yep, do a great job.
A good job.
Yeah, buddy. Well, this is probably one of those ones you want to go back and rewatch, because the battles were insane, and it was a solid broadcast, mate. So, thank you.
Yeah, awesome.
Now, mate, it is your turn with the microphone to shout out your sponsors or the people that keep you racing.
Yeah. So Shunt Scenery, Jennifer Real Estate Russell, Jennifer Russell Real Estate, Palmerston Bakery, Poolmaster Bayside, and Smoke Shooting.
Hey, why don't you have a livery on?
I don't know. I did put it in the chat just for the boys to give me a livery, but no one's come up with one. So I'm not good enough to do one on the Trading Paints. So.
Mate, do you want me to have a talk to Stefan about that? Second place in the championship and no livery.
Well, no, the one season that I was actually going to ride in.
Oh my gosh, mate.
I'll have a word to them. I'm sure they'll do something for next season.
I'm going to have a word to Stefan, mate. You can't be doing that. Jeez. Well, mate, congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you back here for season 2. www.simracingworld.com.au. registrations are open now, so get in there, guys. You've heard it from all our drivers tonight that they have absolutely loved this 86 series and are looking forwards to coming back, so get on board and do that. Again, Callan, congratulations. What a fantastic finish tonight, mate, and we look forward to seeing you again next season.
Cheers, boys. Appreciate it.
I'll catch up.
Bye.
Well, Tyler, what a way to end the Cammus GR86 series with that sort of championship race. That was mind-blowing. The battles, watching different cars across the field to see where they might finish, to see if we can work out who's going to be in the top 3. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's just incredible. It's like, just as out of nowhere, it was in the top 3 position. I just couldn't believe it. Like, you look at it going, the last 3 laps go, yeah, this is first, this is second, this is third, and I reckon the first, second, and third changed 10 times in the last 3 laps. It's just phenomenal.
It did, mate. It definitely did. I'd just love to give a huge shout out to our sponsors tonight, to Cammus.com for our series sponsor of the GR86s, and of course Warren and Brown Tools as our round sponsor. Also, can't forget sponsors like Toyo Sim, Racecraft, Grim Industries. Please don't tell me I'm missing one. The promo department, and of course all the viewers out there that join our broadcast every day, well, 5 nights of the week. And simrigs.com, that's the other one. I'd also like to say a huge thanks to Mr. Tyler Sheafy Sheaf for coming on board and jumping in the comms with us tonight. It is his first night on doing a broadcast, correct?
Yeah, very first. I had a ball having to commentate with you tonight, so thanks very much for the opportunity, and hopefully down the track I might be able to do another one.
Yeah, mate, definitely. I'd love to have you come on board. Let us know when you're free. Always looking for more fresh vocals. I'm sure people get sick of just hearing my voice every time I produce, so... But yes, definitely can get you on board, mate. I've enjoyed having you here. I've enjoyed all the viewers out there being here with us tonight. I've enjoyed all the racing of all our drivers for this series. That is the end of Season 1. But 3 weeks' time, we kick off Season 2. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to make sure you are aware when Season 2 kicks off. Thank you for everyone for joining us tonight. I've been Nathan ShiBBy Howard. Right next to me, well, not right next to me, but next to me in the comms booth has been Tyler Sheafy Sheaf. And we will see you all on a Friday night for the GT3 Mini Enduro 90 minutes of championship round. Stay safe. What was that, Tyler?
At Le Mans.
At Le Mans. Yes, that is going to be one heck of a race. One heck of a race. And you will have your producer and host, your chef, Toddy Thorburn, running that one for you. And then I will be back on Sunday for your V8 Supercars Pro-Am Series Championship. Stay safe out there, everybody, and race hard. And we will all see you next time.